Okay, I just started this video over because the movie I'm watching was playing shit in the background that will get me hemmed up. We used a quarter of a teaspoon of white pepper. Okay. We used a teaspoon of lemon pepper. We're going to use a half a teaspoon of black pepper. And what else did we add? Okay, I used a tablespoon of chopped dehydrated onions. I have not added garlic powder, so we're gonna do a half a teaspoon of garlic powder for that. Now, German spices are typically not hot. They do use Hungarian paprika, which is spicy, and if you you could look it up if you need to, but they use regular paprika. We're gonna add a half a teaspoon of regular paprika, and I'm gonna add a half a teaspoon of fresh ground chilies I have, because I believe paprika is just the type of ground chili. So we're gonna add that. So we got a half and a half, and they're not spicy chilies, they're just really exotic ones that I got. I am not gonna add any salt to this because I have vegetable bouillon right here. So I'm gonna add 1 cube of Magi vegetable bouillon to this. And Germans love mustard, so we're gonna use some mustard seed and grind it fresh in here with this stuff. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I put a teaspoon of lemon pepper, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a quarter teaspoon of white pepper. Where's my mustard seed? I have a pan of oil here that I'm going to fry them. These are going to be schnitzels. I think I forgot to mention what it's going to be. I have 2 eggs I'm going to beat. I've got some flour. You can add cornmeal to that flour if you want. I'm not going to. Okay, and this is mustard seed. We're going to add a half a teaspoon of mustard seed to that right there. Oh, and did we add thyme? Yes, we did. I added a half a teaspoon of thyme. It's not powdered thyme, it's dehydrated. Oh, and let's just for shits and giggles, because we're using red meat for these schnitzels, and schnitzels can be made out of anything pretty much. We're gonna do a teaspoon of Steakhouse Seasoning, which has black pepper, garlic, and all the other shit that I just put in there. Except, it's a blend, so we're gonna use their little blend and see what happens. Now we've got all our goodies in here. We need to grind it up and mix it all pretty thoroughly with each other.
You're gonna have to be aggressive about it. Yeah. Use the internet to meet guys. Get mom to fix you up.
Alright, so we got that much powder in the bottom.
No, I won't. I got you. I know what you mean. It's really exciting. We're gonna
We
learn
got
some French.
2 New York strip steaks here, I believe. I think yeah, those look like New York strips. I didn't even read the package. Just to be safe, I'm gonna read it. Yeah, New York strips. All right.
My brother's
Now.
a great guy, you know? Smart.
We're gonna take these
Let's just take him out.
and we're gonna cut them into strips. We're gonna make strips like that. Okay, they don't have to be perfect, they don't have to be even. You can put these on a stick and fry them if you'd like. I'm not going to do that this evening.
Your brother's a crazy person. One dinner won't kill you.
Doug? Peter? Hey. So you just moved here, huh?
And you can pound these out with a meat tenderizer, like a hammer,
Chicago.
if you want.
City. Oh, yeah.
You can also have your butcher run them through the machine. And that's technically really how you're supposed to do it, but man, I'm hungry and I'm just making a Schnitzel blend of stuff, you know. I'm not trying to get very technical with this. It's late, the Mexicans are partying, and instead of letting me go to sleep, they're letting me show y'all how to cook Schnitzel. So we're just gonna do it like this. Throw that away, that's just fat.
Oh, the picture's from a couple years back. Hey, I'm so happy to meet you in person.
Hey, Sid. How long have you been using the internet?
Oh, 3 or 4 years. I didn't know anything about it until a couple of years ago.
You're good at it now.
Thank you.
Okay. Gonna get rid of that fat up in the middle there.
All in. Beatles. Nice. I will call it too much for me. Anybody else? Just me and you?
Okay.
That's it? All right? Trip, please. See you later. Finally.
But when you're buying meat at the store, you can ask the butcher, hey, can you take this and run it through the tenderizer? And these will be so much better than what I'm showing you how to make. Or I can sit here and pound it on the counter with a hammer and get blood all over my kitchen. And I'd rather not do that right now. Okay, now we got this. We're gonna beat our egg. I am gonna add some. Should I add any pepper to my black egg? I mean, to my. I think I'm gonna add a sprinkle of white pepper to my egg wash. Just a little bit. Now. We're gonna put a shot of milk in it. Just a little bit of milk. You know what? I've never done this before.
I'm so sorry. Just get out of my fucking house. This is not cool. Get the fuck out.
I'm gonna add my egg and milk
I gotta tell you, Doug, I really enjoyed this.
to my spices there, since they're gonna go under the breading, right? You don't want to add them to the breading or they will burn.
Tomorrow night, cookies at 8 o'clock. I will see you there, sir. Awesome.
Put another little shot of milk in it, just so we got plenty. Now we're gonna whip that up. that's not a bad idea at all.
Have you been kissing someone?
Okay. Ooh, that smells pretty good.
Like an ashtray.
Yes. I went to dinner with this guy and he kissed me.
What the fuck are you talking about?
My mom set me up with this guy and he thought I was gay and it was just a whole misunderstanding.
Your mom set you up with a guy?
Yeah.
You told me you were going to dinner with a client. What the hell is going on?
I overheard you talking to the girls on your...
Okay, we're gonna let that sit in this egg wash for a few
I know
minutes.
that you're stressed out that I don't have any close friends, so I've been trying to meet someone.
Oh, right, you've been trying. Okay, so that was
Man, that smells good. Okay. Probably could have even used a little more bouillon. So we're just gonna salt it a little.
That's a real thing.
And I'm gonna bring this up to a good temperature. That's just vegetable oil. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some beef tallow and bacon grease to that. I hadn't been using near enough of that lately because I was told to watch my cholesterol. So.
Mouthwash again.
There's some Toms in the top cabinet.
All right, so we're gonna let this come up to the right heat and take a break and put all this crap up. We're gonna get spices I need to put back in the cabinet and shit, and wipe up a few things I spilled. We're gonna let this come up and reduce our heat. Now, I'm gonna put this on medium low. If you watch my chicken tender video, you'll see why. I ruined the first two by cooking it on way too high. And you can't, it'll take a little longer if it's too low, but you will burn them the fuck up if it's on too high. So we're gonna let this get hot, and we're gonna do it on exactly medium low. And we're gonna wait for a few and then bread these and chunk our schnitzel in the grease. So we've got our grease up. We're gonna check the temp here by testing a piece. Looks about right. Definitely not burning the shit out of it like we did the chicken in the first drop, I think I'll go ahead and add a few more. Remember what I told y'all about, if you add more product, it's going to lower the temp of the grease a little. So even though this one is cooking a little too fast, it won't be after I add a couple more. Alright, I'm going to turn that heat down just a hair. Not a lot, so that's just about right. I got my slice of cheese back here. I'm going to use for my Sammy. Make a Schnitzel sandwich. Pickles. Oh yeah, these are looking nice. Alright, so on my sandwich, I'm gonna have my bun. I'm actually gonna toast this bun in this pan with roasted garlic butter that I made. Okay. That's almost done. Back here, I have sweet, hot mustard with butter, roasted garlic butter, honey, Thai chilies, mustard. And it's delicious. I dipped my shrimp in it the other night and it was I don't know why the fuck we use cocktail sauce. I'm actually going to make some of this and can it just for seafood because it's better than remoulade or any of that shit. It really is. I don't know why we've been using red sauce for so many years. Or personally, you know why I've been using it for so many years, because I feel like I got ripped off. Like just trusting what, you know, people do and say. I tried it on a whim and my God, it was good. The fastest I've ever ate a $5 ring of shrimp, for sure. I couldn't get enough of it. All it's missing is horseradish, so I'm going to add that and can some to it. Or add that to it and can it. But that's what a schnitzel looks like. You can make them out of chicken, pork, whatever you want to use.
M. Night Shyamalan, the director of The Village. Okay, what's your buck think that?
Hopefully this Mexican music they're playing outside don't get me copyright infringements. I hate having to mute part of my video, even though a lot of this is just me talking shit or, you know, stuff you can just watch and learn. You don't really have to hear me, I guess. You could mute it probably and still figure it out if you pay attention. But I bet those fellas would love some of these while they're out there drinking beer. Oh man, that's good. The only thing that's going to make it any better is this stuff. I'm not going to dip these in my jar there, even though it's almost out. Let me go ahead and heat up my roasted garlic butter. Man, those are good. That spice blend's right on point. It's right on the money. I'd use that for a lot of different things. And this grease couldn't be any better. I mean, I can take my time. And now I've taught you in the past that when you take it out of the grease, you lay it over here. This is still cooking right here. It's not done. Like, as long as it can burn your fingers, it's still cooking. And these are cut thin enough to where, I mean, you really don't have to worry about them not being done. They're going to be done. My butter's taking forever to melt here. We don't really need it yet, but it is kind of chilly today. I believe that's done. I'm going to throw it back in there. Bread a couple more up.
Trying is having the intention to fail. You gotta stress that word from your vocab. Say you're gonna do it, and you will. Come on, buddy. Good boy. These plastic bags? Oh no, I don't clean up after my dog. Dog poop is like a compost. It's got a ton of nutrients that enrich the soil. We're in pavement.
I'm not going to reuse this this grease, so I don't really worry about getting it dirty here. You know, if you're gonna reuse your grease, you want to be careful not to get a bunch of shit in it, flour. And
Peter, I've got an ocean of testosterone flowing through my veins. Society tells us that's civilized, but the truth is we're animals. Sometimes you gotta let it out. Try it.
I'm just not gonna start screaming in the middle of the boardwalk. Come on.
man, those flavors are good. I think if I changed anything, it would be add just a little more lemon pepper. I can't even believe I'm using lemon pepper. I never used it my whole life. I've been cooking since I was about, how old is my sister? 5 years younger than me. I've been cooking since I was about 9 or 10. So 39 years I've been cooking, I guess, something like that. And I've never used lemon pepper for nothing. But I came up on a bunch of spices here a while back. My mom decided to buy me a bunch of spices. She bought me a bunch of stuff I thought I would never use. I'm even going to try to find a way to use that minced garlic I have up there. Still think it's kind of odd that I even own it, but we'll find something to use it in or on or with. When I eat my cheese, I don't know what else to use besides sharp cheddar, since I'm out of Munster and Gouda and anything else that sounds German. Ooh, I got spicy mayonnaise. That'll go good with my mustard and my pickles. Well, the Mexicans are having a good time out there. Not as good a time as we're having, but that's because they're drunk. They're going to feel like shit tomorrow, and I'm going to feel awesome.
And when your divorcees come over, what about when you die first? Masturbation is a part of life. Dudes masturbate. Dudes do. You never talked about masturbating with a friend? No. Alright. When was the last time you did it, Pete? Hey, look. You think this place is a tone of silence, right? I'm not going to tell anybody any of the things you're saying here. You have my... Jacked off to a picture of your own girlfriend? You bet. Wow, that is sick. Oh my God, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with that? Pedro, there's so much wrong with that. I don't even know where.
Man, that's good. Anyway, I had a friend named Kurt. I guess, if you want to call him a friend. He was a guy I knew named Kurt. I actually couldn't stand him because he was a pompous asshole. And, you know, he's one of those guys that acted like he could do this and acted like he could do that, and he had equipment and he looked legitimate, looked like a blacksmith, but he was not a blacksmith. He acted like he could blow glass. He had all the equipment. He could not blow glass. If I had the shit a lot of people have, I'd just be doing it, you know, but a lot of theirs is for show. My landlord out here, his name is Jesus. Jesus, whatever you want to call it. And they even know that, you know. In Mexico, like Mexicans know. You got the guy that shows up with a big fancy King Ranch edition truck full of tools. He don't know what the fuck he's doing. You got the guy that shows up in a Toyota pickup from the fucking 1980s with a shitty toolbox with a padlock on it and starts pulling out, you know, old name brand tools. That's the guy you want working on your shit, you know. But that's just how the world works. Everybody's all about show. Well, let me show you something, motherfucker. I'll show you how to do anything you ask me to do. And if I don't know how to do it, I got a guy. And that guy will show me how to do it if I want to learn, and then I can do it. Certain things I just don't want to learn, like brakes on a car. I can go change the brakes on my car. But I'd rather somebody else change the brakes on my car that changes brakes all the time. You know, like you... I believe specialization is for insects, yes. One of my favorite quotes in the world is, specialization is for insects. You'll have to look that up to know who said it. Very great writer. But to avoid sounding like a nerd, I'm not going to tell you who it is. Because he wrote a lot of nerdy shit. But very good quote. Very true quote. You should be able to do lots of things. You should be able to change a diaper, sail a ship, you know. You should be able to do lots of different things that you want to do. If you just put your mind to it. A man is not an insect. A man does not have one specific job. You go to an ant mound and you start watching, every ant has its own, it has a specific job, and they don't change jobs. They do that thing, and that's what they do. Men should not be like a bug, you know. Unfortunately, you know, women in the workplace, they don't realize that more than anyone. They think, you know, I'm really good at this, so I'm gonna keep doing this. Well, that's what bugs do, you know. A man should be able to do any goddamn thing he wants, or anything he tries to do. That's not quite done. I'm trying to rush it because this shit has my mouth watering. This is very good stuff. But my grandma told me when I was a kid, you know, men need to know how to sew. You know how many times I've needed to know how to sew? Lots. There's been a ton of times I've needed to know how to sew. And I'm not talking about putting a bobbin on a sewing machine and all that, which I know how to do. I'm talking about even when you're tying a load down on a trailer. Motherfucker, that's sewing. You know, if you don't sew that up right, you're gonna lose half your shit on the way there. There's a lot of reasons you need to know how to do things that people look at objectively like it's one thing when it's actually billions or trillions of different plausible fucking instances that could occur. Everything is exponential, just like the galaxy, you know. The galaxy we live in is exponential, and then this is only one galaxy, so therefore, you know, the universe is exponential and blah blah blah. It just keeps going forever. That's what makes everything so exciting in life. Pretty goddamn boring to do the one fucking thing every day, the same shit all the time. Even if you're making money doing it, it's just fucking boring. That's how people get stuck. They get stuck in a rut. I'm good at this. I'm gonna keep doing this. You know what? I can be good at that too. And I'm going to be good at that and a million other things all at the same fucking time. And that's where the magic happens. That's when you're a real wizard. That's when you literally get called a magician. And I ain't talking about fucking ventriloquists or a talking jalapeno or David Copperfield, you know, tricking your eyes. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about real magic. You can either do it or you can't. And I believe everybody could if they didn't get stuck. It's like being in a mud hole, spinning your tires. Like you're in one spot doing the same goddamn thing over and over and over. You're never gonna get out of it if you just keep doing that. That's not how you do shit. That's not how you learn how to do new shit, and that's not how you invent new things or accomplish things that no one else has. That's not how you do it. What I do know for a fact is that I'm almost done with this, and it's gonna be fucking amazing. This is gonna be some delicious stuff right here. And I've saved up my appetite. I ate a little, what did I eat earlier? I don't know, a bowl of, I froze some of that soup I made out of entirely dehydrated vegetables and meat. And I ate a bowl of that earlier. And then I ate the leftover Alfredo that I made last night. And my God, it was better today than it was last night. If I ever make anything bad, I'll tell you. I probably won't post it. And if I do post it, it'll be so you can learn from my mistakes. I could have went in and edited out everything I did wrong while cooking. And which was quite a bit, you know. But how are we going to learn like that? If I don't show you me fucking up, how are you going to keep from fucking up? If I just make it all look so fucking easy and like nobody ever screws up, you're going to get discouraged and not even learn. Why would I ever do that to another person? Unless I'm trying to get rich. Now, that's a different story. If I'm trying to get rich, I ain't telling you shit. If there was only one chef in the world and it was me, by God, you wouldn't know a fucking thing. I'd keep every goddamn bit of it to my fucking self, and you wouldn't learn shit from me. You'd have to figure it out just like I did. But there are a million chefs just in Texas. Just in this one state alone, there are too many. And they all have their own opinions, and they all think they're the best. I'm sure that none of us are the best. We're all just really good at different things. And that's that insect shit, you know. That's why you don't focus your whole fucking career or your whole life or your whole anything on one goddamn thing. You can sit and think you're the best chef all you want. You're not. Neither am I. Neither is he. Neither are they. They're not. They're just one of a fucking million. Or more. Exponentially. Probably way more. And you really need to branch out, you know. You should always be branching out. Just like a tree. Trees don't stop branching out unless you retard their growth with something. And we don't want to be called retarded, do we? Yeah.
Hey, I don't remember. Did you play an instrument? Because Sid's not it. My buddy Sid is. We've been playing the gym a lot. I don't play any instrument. I thought.
There's a reason this eagle has two heads on it. And there's not just one reason. There's an exponential amount of reasons that eagle only, you know, doesn't only have one head.
I thought maybe no one plays. We're check out the stage. Yep.
Now, we're done frying, so we're going to kill this, turn this grease off, move this back.
This is my husband. Come on back, everybody. The banquet room is ready. I may. I think it's only fitting that we're eating tonight in Hot Louie's because this is, after all, Lou's favorite restaurant to bring all of his dates. So of course he would bring. Oh, okay. I'll make you some
Roasted garlic butter.
time. But the point is, here we are 8 months later. Peter, Zoe, we love you. And we wish only the best for you both. Cheers.
Now let's toast that top bun.
Thanks. Well, I promised Denise we'd be done after appetizers. You know, I'd actually like to just...
This stuff is really fucking good. I'm gonna have to make about a case of that.
What an honor it is to be...
And besides the honey, it's cheap to make. But like I said, I need to add wasabi or horseradish to it. I may even throw some tomato in there and make it a fusion of cocktail sauce, and I don't know. Because, I mean, this is universal. You can use this on anything. Sandwiches, you can dip your shrimp straight in it. Like, you can... It has an exponential number of uses. So I may not want to change that. Or I could, you know, specialize it into seafood only or whatever. And then, you know, now it's boring. It can't go anywhere. It can't branch out, you know. We just inhibited its growth by adding tomatoes or whatever. So I'll probably just keep it OG original like it is with the capital G.
How much I love you.
So what was with all that pleasure giver stuff?
I might have mentioned in passing or something that, you know, feeling.
And I have this burner on, man, that roasted garlic smells good in that butter. I have this burner on,
That is so different.
like the third dot, right under medium low.
He's been a really good friend of mine, and now you know how I feel.
And I'm hungry is the only reason I'm speeding it up this fast.
I love him, but, you know, some things I want to remain between you and me.
Okay. By the way, it's not that I don't like doing it.
Alright, you see that brown? That's perfect.
Rodney just hated getting them.
Wait, what guy hates getting blowjobs?
He had some weird intimacy problem. In our relationship, he would literally shiver when I touched him. But
Let me get my favorite plate. My little cherries. I like my little cherries on my plate. And I don't give a shit about plating things either, by the way. If you've noticed, I just throw it on a plate and I fucking eat it. You know, a pretentious chef or a guy who can't paint a house, can't fix a car, can't, you know, do a lot of things and can only cook. He's gonna spend a fucking day and a half making it look pretty on the plate, and I just ain't got time for that shit. I'm a hungry man. I've been doing shit hungry men do all day. Fucking worked all day long again. Getting exercise, burning calories, getting my cholesterol down. Could be out there drinking beer with them guys right now, but they're all retarded right about now, I think. I'd go out there and have a few laughs, drink one beer or whatever, but that's, nah.
Can I talk to you about something?
This is just not for me. That's not my idea of fun. Creating something new and delicious I've never eaten before in my entire life. This is fun to me. Here's my top bun.
Oh, she was kidding around.
We're gonna do my bottom bun now.
No, Pete, I told you, I don't push sports with women. Look, man, you told my fiance that she needs to give me blowies in front of my whole family. All right, you owe me. You make it out. It's fun.
pull out my trusty burnt up plastic spatula just in case I need it. I told y'all though, if you know, you need to practice sticking your fingers into. I'm just playing. You see mine? You don't want to touch hot shit, kids. This is a child appropriate channel, so I don't want to teach anybody wrong. Cheese is full of oil, so we shouldn't have a problem with that sticking since I even added extra. And who don't like some burnt cheese? Look at that. Alright. I'm going to kill my burner there. Put my pan down so I don't crack my favorite plate here. Got a little one in here somewhere.
What are you doing tonight? Slept half an hour ago. Watching HBO with Zoe. I know, but I just got an email.
There we go.
Rush Fan Club.
That's about right. About 4 ounces of meat, I believe. This is what a grown man should eat.
Dude, you have your whole life to sit around and watch premium cable with Zoe. It's not TV, it's HBO.
Couldn't be German without some pickles, right?
It's fucking Rush. I haven't seen it since the Signal store. Can I have my Zoe?
Alright, so I had to pause it so I didn't get Rush copyrighting my shit.
It's the big days coming up. How you feeling?
Man, that's good.
You know, I was feeling really good. Zoe and I have been writing about this. Let me ask you a question. Why are you marrying her? What kind of question is that? Well, see, it seems to me like you've gone from...
Now, this is a hot sauce I made that's not hot.
Is Zoe the one, or is she just the next one?
It might have a touch of spice to it,
How come? Because...
but for the most part, this is onions and garlic and cilantro and I don't know, just whatever I put in it. Tomato, bouillon. We're just gonna just a little sprinkle of that on there.
Let's go try some pickle soups.
Some spicy mayonnaise that's not real spicy. We're gonna add a little of that to it.
That was my mother's name.
And then we're gonna take this magic concoction, this magic shit that I've made here. Mustard is very German as well, but even a German would be impressed with this, whatever this is. I'm very impressed with it myself, and I made it. So.
We're shopping for tuxedos for your wedding, man. Let's have a good time. Loosen it up a little bit. I want to take a photo, right? Give me an action.
Should I cut it in half?
You're wearing a tuxedo. Think James Bond, alright? Give me some James Bond.
Alright. God, that mustard's good. Alright, now looky here. That's a sandwich right there, buddy. That is a German Schnitzel sandwich. Highly recommended, and I hadn't even tasted it yet. Y'all have a good night. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you don't, then, you know, I'm not going to subscribe to your shit either.